And with Election Day just days away, we here at CBS 8 are working for you to make sure that you are prepared before heading to the polls. As part of that work, we're hearing from representatives from both the San Diego County Democratic and Republican parties as they make their final pitches to voters. Just a few moments ago, I sat down with Krahel-Frolander. He's a representative from the San Diego County Democratic Party. Here's that interview in its entirety. Okay, Kyle, thank you so much for joining us. Now, why should undecided voters vote alongside the Democratic Party?
Hi, Kirsten. Thanks for having me. Well, the Democratic Party's message is one of hope, and it's because the Democratic Party wants us to protect our Constitution and our important fundamental rights. And there's a lot of excitement on our side. A message of hope is what's, I think, really energizing folks for now going to be President Kamala Harris. And, you know, the other side, unfortunately, I think is still kind of messed up in a time where they're castigating others and not really looking forward to the future.
Okay, so what key issues matter to your party this election season?
Well, the issues that the voters overwhelmingly support, protecting freedom of choice, combating the climate crisis, trying to make sure we bring our housing costs down, and, of course, protecting our democracy are key things that the party's fighting for and that the American people support.
Okay, so let's talk about this. What does your party offer voters that the other party, particularly in this case, the Republican Party, does not?
Like I said earlier, you know, there's a lot of excitement. I think Vice President Harris has really provided something that we haven't seen in quite a while on our side, and that's hope and excitement for the future and for change. And that's where you're seeing so much volunteer activity here locally in San Diego. We have record numbers of folks going out there to knock on doors for Vice President Harris all the way down to our school board candidates, and that's an exciting thing.
That is pretty exciting sounding. Okay, so tell us, why is it important for members of your particular party to turn out for this election?
You know, we have important races up and down the ballot. It's not just the presidential race that we're all paying attention to, but right here we have one of the closest congressional races. Congressman Mike Levin is fighting for re-election against a self-funded car salesman. We've got Supervisor Tara Lawson-Remer looking to get her re-elected so that she can continue her progress on housing and homelessness. Of course, Mayor Todd Gloria looks like he's going to win, but you know we need to keep his progress going as well. And of course, Measure G, which doesn't get paid much attention to, but that is an important measure to help fund our infrastructure and transportation needs.
Okay, so those are the highlights. We still have a little time left on the clock. Is there anything else you want to add? Anything else you think our listeners and our audience or our voters should know?
Yeah, well, just get involved. Most important thing is get your ballot in there. You can turn it in at any of the drop boxes or vote early until today. And you know what? Most importantly, get excited. This is our election. We own it. We should be taking part in it. And if you want to volunteer and help get out that vote, you can go to sddemocrats.org, sign up. You can go out to Arizona, knock on doors, or get your local city council members reelected.
Kyle, thank you so much for joining us.